What's up everyone, my name is Nick and welcome to another video. For this video, I'll be doing a process video. What's different about this video than my other videos that I normally post on Instagram is that this video I'm going to show a real-time process because I've been getting a lot of requests from you guys for me to share a real-time process video so that you'll be able to understand how I do what I do. For this video, I'll only share a part of my process because if I share my entire process in one video and in real time, this video will be around a few hours long and I don't want to bore you with that, so I'll just select a certain part of my process and share it with you, which is the sketching of the guidelines to sketching of the composition shapes to the actual lettering and to the adding of decorations. Most parts of this video will be in real time and some boring parts of this video will be fast forwarded. Well, I hope you enjoy this video. Wait, I forgot to show you the finished work, so here it is. This quote is from C.S. Lewis. The quote is, "Life with God is not immunity from difficulties, but peace within difficulties." So that is a quote that I'm going to work on for this video and I hope you enjoyed the process. So if you have any questions, just pause the video and type it down in the comments so that I'll be able to answer them for you. So I think that's it. Let's go. So I have an overhead camera over here so that you'll be able to see the top view shot, and then I also have a camera over here at the side so that you'll be able to see the closer view of the lettering work, okay? So let me just do a quick run through of the materials that I'm going to use. First is the pencil. Of course, the pencil, we're going to use this to draw the guidelines and the shapes of the composition. I also have here eraser. I normally use different sizes of eraser depending on how I'm going to need them. Okay. So next is I'm going to use this drawing pen, Tombow Mono Drawing Pen 0.1. I'm also going to use this Tombow Fudenosuke colors. I'm going to use the brush pen for the brush lettering, and then I'm going to use the colored ones for the leaf and floral decorations. If you can see here, I already planned the colors that I'm going to use for this lettering composition. Okay, I'm also going to use composition rulers to sketch and build my composition. Okay, so I'm going to grab a piece of paper over here, and normally I tape my paper using masking tape onto the table because it will prevent me from moving my paper, which will make it dizzy if I decide to make a fast forwarded video of this lettering. Okay, so the first step that I do is I draw my grid, the guidelines. Okay. So I'm going to center this, try to center this, and then use the measurement markers of the composition ruler, the 5-inch composition ruler, here, like this. So I'm also going to do the bottom part. These are the measurement markers. We're going to measure 0.5 inches. So first is I'm going to locate my vertical center, which is at this. Since the composition style that I'm going to do is a centered layout over here, so I need a vertical center reference line, which is this one over here. So next is I'm going to draw my first shape. Sometimes I draw the whole composition right away. I draw all the shapes. I draw this curve, these rectangles, and all the other shapes before I do the actual lettering. But sometimes I draw one shape at a time so that I will be able to place the shapes at the right position with the right spacing. Okay, so this will be the first part. So I'm gonna put here the words "life with God." Okay, so the 3 words are going to be in this guide. So normally what I do is I use 2 pencils like this to help me mark the spacing so that my letters will be evenly spaced. For the words Life with God, there are 13 letters including the space. So I'm just gonna do it right like this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And this will be 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, so this will be my L over here, and this will be I, life. This will be my space. W, I, T, H, space, G. Okay. So my hand will look very awkward right now because normally I usually turn the paper, but since it is fixed for the sake of this video, so my hands are gonna look a bit awkward during this recording. So I think this is good already. Next is I am going to let me use the 3-inch composition ruler because it's smaller and it's easier to control. Next is the words is not. So I'm just gonna draw a small rectangle over here, okay, and then use these measurement markers to make sure that the shape that I'm going to draw is symmetric to the vertical center line. Okay, so for this one, where is and then not. Okay, oops. I think it is not spaced correctly, so I need to erase it. I think I'll just measure it with the ruler. So is not. So there are 6 letters including the space. So I'm just going to maybe just something like this. So I will be here, this will be here, this will be the space, this will be my N, O, and T. Okay, so that's my second line. So the next is immunity, but I'm going to do it in brush script, and I want to emphasize that one, so I'm going to make it bigger. So I think I'm going to place it about here. So I'm going to align the center guide of the composition ruler to the vertical center line that I just did, to make sure that all of the shapes that I'm going to draw are all centered. Okay. Okay, so this will be the space for the word immunity. I think I'm going to add a little bit of curve to it, like this. This will be the space for immunity. Okay. If you notice, there's a bit of curve over here because I want the I to be bigger, and the Y will have a descender over here, so which is perfect for the space. Okay. So maybe around this tall. For the words from difficulties, for the ribbons of the words from difficulties. So normally I use a pencil first to draw a rough sketch. I usually write it down, immunity, count the number of letters, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I know that 4 letters has to be on the left side of the center line, and 4 letters have to be at the right of the center line, so that I'll be able to balance the letters. So I'm just going to follow the guide. Oops. Okay, I think that's okay. it's a bit crammed up in this place. So let me just adjust it. It's easier to make adjustments now rather than make a mistake later. Okay, so I think this is good. So you can see here, I'm gonna put ribbon banners, which is where I'm going to write the next two letters, which is from and difficulties. Fix it like this. Okay, like that. So the first banner is for the word from, and this one is difficulties. Okay, so I don't want to erase this anymore. I'll just make sure I started here, start the D here, so that the spacing here and here will be okay when I ink it later. So now move on to the next word, which is but. So it's gonna be here, somewhere in the middle. Okay. Something small like that. And use the measurement markers on top just to give it a symmetric box right here. So I'm not going to use a ruler anymore since it's just 3 letters. Yeah, okay, that's good. So off to the next shape, which is similar to this one. And in that box or that container, I'm going to put the word peace. Since I want the word peace to be emphasized more, so I'm going to give it a bigger space. I'm going to give it a bigger sized shape so that it's going to be bigger than the word immunity. Erase this one. Okay. So I'm going to write the word peace, or I'm going to letter the word peace. So since it has 5 words, A has to be in the middle. So P, E, A, C, E. And this is going down right here like this. Okay. Oops. Let me just move the camera. Like that. Okay. So this, I'm going to add the word within. And this is difficulties. Okay. So maybe later I'm going to make this bigger over here. Try to center it. This. Okay. So if you notice, I think this one's wider than this one. So I'm going to try to make sure that this one, the size of my ribbons, will be more or less similar so that my lettering will look more consistent. Okay. It looks messy right now, but okay, I could just erase them later. And now to the last part. Okay. So the last part is also going to be like a curve over here for the name of the author of the quote. So make sure you center the composition ruler. I think that's okay. Okay. So again, so this is C.S. space Lewis 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8 characters. Okay. So I'm going to use a pencil again, put them side by side. Since it has an odd number of letters or characters, I'm going to do something like this. It can't start in the middle, on the center line, okay? So this 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, sorry, one more, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so this is going to be my C S space L E W I S. Okay, now I'm going to start inking it. For the lettering, I'm going to use color black. Oops, sorry. I'm going to use black Tombow Fudenosuke over here. I'm also going to use the Tombow Mono Drawing Pen 0.1 for the smaller letters. Okay? So I always start with the emphasized words. So, immunity, so normally I rotate the paper to make it easier for me, but for now I'll just rotate my arm. Like that. Immunity. Okay. So I think I'm going to adjust this a little bit. To make the T more readable, I'm going to extend it like that. Extend it a bit so that it'll look more like a T. And then try to connect these a little bit more. Okay. Like that, okay. I think I'm satisfied. I'm very happy with that. So next is I'm going to do the first ribbon, okay? So again, I usually rotate the paper, but since I can do it, I'm just gonna move. Okay. So this will be my first ribbon, like that, for the word from. And then next is for the word difficulties, like that. So I'm going to try to get the same size banner for both. Like that. Okay, there. I think that's good. So next is the other word that I want to emphasize, which is the word peace. So I'm just going to use a pencil again. I want it to be consistent in terms of angle, so this one has to have the same angle as this one. So it's supposed to be like this, not like this, but like this, or like that. Okay. So I'm just gonna draw some light diagonal guidelines to help me keep everything consistent. So. Adjusting the light of the camera. So I'm going to start with the P. So there's my P. Next E. because I don't want to lose my momentum when I'm writing. So this one is going to have a curve like this. I'll try to make the curve reach to this point over here so that it will be symmetric along the center line. Okay, I'm very happy with that. So now I'm going to connect the E to the first ribbon. Okay. So the size of the ribbon has to be more or less like this one. So I think I'm gonna start here. Oops. It's a bit smaller than I liked it, but I think it's still okay. So then the next ribbon for the word difficulties. Okay. Okay. So I'm going back to my drawing pen, 0.1 drawing pen, just to retouch a little bit. Make sure that the letters are clear and defined. Okay. So I've done my emphasized words. Now I'm going to do the supporting words, which are the remaining words. Okay. So I'm just gonna use this Tombow drawing pen 0.1. So again, since I can't rotate the paper, I just have to rotate my arm. Okay. Letters are becoming smaller since the space over here is getting more narrower. Okay. So next is but, the word but I think I'm going to move this a little bit down so that it won't be too close to the tip of the ribbon flourish. So I'm getting my composition ruler back and just draw another line over here. Oops. I think I'm going to make it a little bit lower. Make sure that it is aligned vertically. Oh, sorry, it is aligned centered. So that the line that you're going to draw is not going to be diagonal or a bit angled. Okay, so now the word but. Okay, like that. Actually, the last one is the name C.S. Lewis, but I feel like it is too close to this one over here. So I'm going to draw the guide again, a bit lower this time. So don't forget to switch back to pencil. I just drew the same curve, but just lower. Let me move the camera again so that you'll be able to see it. So I'm going to use this two pencil technique again. C, S, just the dots. L, E, W, I, S. Okay. So we're done with the lettering. Now we're going to clean up some of the guides that we won't be using anymore. Then I'm just going to redraw. These guides, the boundary for our leaf and floral decoration. This one, okay. So from my plan earlier, I'm going to use purple, blue, and green. Okay. gonna start with this one. So I'll just pick any color. Now for the details. Okay, I think I'll just fast forward this part. So this is the first part decorated. So next is I'm going to add decorations here. So I think that's it. I'm just going to put a masking tape over here so that the paper is not going to fall when I erase everything. So there, that's my process. I hope you liked the video. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And if you have any questions, just comment them down below and I'm going to answer every single one of them. And if you also have like a video request, you have some specific topics that you want me to talk about, just comment them down below and I'll see if I could do another tutorial video specifically for that. So yeah, that's it and I'll see you on my next video. Bye.